Hiya folks, welcome back for more Let's Play the Pandora Directive. If you recall, we had just talked to one Crazy Gary. We will find out his real last name later, but now he's called Crazy Gary. I think all it says on the poster is Gary. Reverend Gary. Yeah, Reverend Gary. That's all we know. He's Reverend Gary or Crazy Gary. And he is. You've heard him, he's kind of got this whole thing about being a vegetarian and not eating meat and all this.
Rusty's front door is sealed off with a cop lock. There's no way I can get in without unlocking it.
So for this video, guess what we're going to try and do? We, for whatever reason, because, well, it's Rusty's and there's a lock on it, and something happened here. Even though we know what happened here, we kind of want to get inside Rusty's. We will need to later. And the best way to get inside Rusty's is, well, there's a cop lock. So let's go talk to a cop. No. Into travel. And to San Francisco. And we know one cop. Wow.
I've known Lieutenant Mac Malden for years, and occasionally we help each other out. Like a few months ago, when I gave Mac a tip on finding Rusty the Clown's body in the funhouse down the street from the Ritz.
Well, as I live and breathe, it isn't Tex Murphy, my little PI pal.
Let's go ahead and save. Because we can be mean to him too. Well, let's see. Let's be mean.
Hello, Mac. I see your midlife crisis is coming along nicely.
Yeah, I know. Got a new look to go with my new attitude. This ponytail drives women wild. You wouldn't believe what some of them will do to get out of paying a parking ticket.
Oh, why are you so much scum?
And what does Mrs. Malden think about all this?
My wife ran off with my best friend.
Ouch.
Really? Who's your best friend?
You know, I didn't catch his name.
Oh, Mac. In case you didn't catch the joke, he basically said the person that took his wife became his best friend. Just in case you didn't catch that little gem of a joke. Can we break the other arm now?
You know what I think? I think your laughter is just a brave attempt to hide your feelings of loss and rejection.
Hell, it's the nicest thing she ever did for me. Now why don't you do something nice for me and clear out of my office?
I stopped by to ask you some questions, and I am not leaving until I get some information.
All right. What do you want?
But that's a jerk way of doing it. Work. Thankfully, I don't think it repeats that.
Well, as I live
I don't think it
breathe,
repeats
it
that bit.
Tex Murphy, my little PI pal.
Hey, what's your arm doing in a sling? Isn't it usually your butt?
You're a funny guy, Murphy. You know, I sprained my elbow beating the hell out of a guy just 'cause he reminded me of you.
Well, that's not nice.
And I think you're forgetting who tipped you off about finding Rusty's remains at the funhouse and got you named Cop of the Month.
I didn't forget, though I'd like to. So what do you want?
Well, we can ask about a lot of things here. But let's start with the obvious bit, Rusty's funhouse.
We found Rusty's remains in there thanks to your tip. Sure was good to close a case on a damn clown. I'm not sure who owns the place now, but I still got the key.
So let's see. Yeah, there's a little bug. The key wouldn't show up until you hit more and then went back, just like with the other one.
Sure. After the tip you gave me, I suppose the least I can do is loan you the key.
Ugh.
Take a look at this note.
Let's also show him the note.
Damn. Did you get this?
I got it from a client. What can you tell me about it?
You ever hear about the Black Arrow killer?
Vaguely familiar, but refresh my memory.
Oh no, you're on your own in this one. You take care of yourself. That's dangerous territory.
So we got ourselves mixed up in something a little bit more than
Most of
what
what
we
I know
want.
came from the papers.
The
I know
papers,
there's a
huh?
rumor around that the Black Arrow Killer has moved out here.
The papers, huh? Well, we might have to get our hands on a paper and see who's writing about them. And of course, one thing I like to do is always see what they say about us.
You're not my type, if that's what you're asking.
Not exactly.
Sorry.
Louis?
Louis makes the best chili in town. Unfortunately, doesn't fit in with my new low-fat, high-fiber diet.
You've been talking to Crazy Gary, haven't you?
I met him when we were investigating the pawn shop robberies. Seemed like a decent guy.
Well, I bet you two gabbered on about tax, didn't you?
Well, there are some things I
Nice and egotistical of you.
don't know anything about him. You think I know every? No can do. There are a lot of perverts running around these days. We can't keep tabs on all of them.
You can take tips,
I
can't
don't know
you?
any more than what. You think I know everyone in this town?
Well, you did start in on that new diet.
Don't know anything about him.
Yeah, and that's pretty much all.
We found Rusty's remains in there thanks to
There
you
we
too.
go.
Sure was good to.
Okay. That's all we need from there. So now let's go and I just need the street because I don't have that. I don't have it opened up yet. Before we do this, I'm going to save. Simply because I just want to say that I can overwrite this one. Yep. Yes. Simply because there's a puzzle here.
Looks like the...
So, now that we've got the key to Rusty's, we want
Well,
to get in here.
Mac gave me the key to open the cop lock, but he didn't tell me how to deactivate it. Oh well. I'll just have to figure it out. The 4 nodes on the left have to link up with the 4 nodes on the right. The connections can't intersect or the cop lock resets.
Now, see, it's not so much that they can't intersect because they will. It's so much they can't try to travel across the same nodes. Like, for example, if this one, and they will all meander around depending on where you send them. But for example, if this light had crossed from here to here, and then this light tried to cross and went up here, it couldn't cover over that back the way it can't cross light bars. It can cross little nodes, but the light bars can't be lit up by more than one thing at a time. So if I'm not mistaken, oh, let's see, what was the answer to this? There's a reason I saved. Okay, I think that one goes there. Nope. And we have a few moves left over. Oh man, I used to know this. I'm pretty sure that's right. Did this one reverse? Or did it actually go down there? I may have just repeated I did repeat myself, didn't I? Okay, I tell you what, I am going to pause the video. And when I have this worked out, I will, when I have this worked out, I will come back, because I kind of vaguely remember it. It's been a few days. So when I unpause the video, I will have it figured out. Be back in a second, folks. Have to. Okay, I am back, and now we will do this again.
Well, Mac gave me the key to open the cop.
Yeah, we've heard that.
The 4 nodes on the left have to link up with the 4 nodes on the right. The connections can't intersect or the cop lock resets.
Okay. Red goes to the top. Green is on bottom. Blue is second. Yeah. See, they intersect all the time. They just don't try to travel the same paths. And it's open. Done in one. So now we will increment and save. We'll just save. Yes, I want to overwrite. So now we're going to take a look around Rusty's. Why? Well, it's still Rusty's, and we'll see what's changed since the last time we were here. For starters, no annoying laughing at the door, and it looks like this place has been kind of destroyed.
That door leads out to Chandler Avenue.
And look at this graffiti everywhere. Rusty, you devil. Einstein was an alien, so was Rusty. Yeesh.
Empty cardboard boxes.
WT, XL, and T. Rusty lives with 2 X's over his eyes and knots. Rusty has a big nose. Isn't that the best you could do?
Poor Rusty. Probably burning in hell right now.
Oh no.
Poor Rusty.
Okay.
Looks like some local hooligans have been in here.
Clowns do it for laughs. Okay. We can look at the masks again.
An impressive selection of masks and wigs, designed to suit your every mood. An impressive... Rusty's armory of plastic weapons. Kids don't play with these anymore. Well, why should they when they can have the real thing? I'm afraid Rusty's played his last joke. I'm afraid... Rusty's arm...
But just
An
look
impressive selection of masks and wigs, designed to suit your every mood.
once again, just like the last game.
Rusty says, clean up the mess. Well, that's what he used to say.
Used to say.
Some crime scene tape left.
Well, the barrel of acid's gone. Not much else in here. Is there another balloon waiting for us? What's that? Is that anything we can get?
This sink must have been used for developing photos. Not much use for it now that there's no developing equipment.
That crack is nothing. There's not much really in this part of Rusty's.
These posters tell you more than you'd ever care to know.
And this is pretty much the same as it was the last game.
These posters tell you...
I mean, granted, some more, some extra graffiti on the walls. But not really much hidden in here. We can't take the tape. I don't know how it'd be useful.
Some crime scene...
Let's see. But if we look back here... something on the ground here, right?
I wonder what this pedal-looking thing does.
It opens up a secret passage that was not there the first time.
I wonder why Rusty would keep this copy machine hidden. Unless he was using it to... I don't even want to think about that.
Oh, why not?
Oh, now here's a classic. Fake vomit. This comes in handy when you don't want people taking the seat beside you. Ah, rubber chickens. They make me think of Grandma's rubber chicken pot pies.
Hey, Tex, you know that little ride you took on the zebra? You know, where it put you through the ceiling? I think that did more damage than you'd
I
imagine.
once broke up with a girlfriend over a whoopee cushion. Literally.
Why? You can't just say things like that and then not explain it, man.
It's an old newspaper with Mac Malden named Policeman of the Week. Must have been a real slow week at the precinct.
Yeah, it's possible. But when we come back, folks, it's time to cut the... Well, when we come back, we will continue exploring Rusty's, see where that ladder takes us, move this newspaper, all that good stuff. But it is time to stop. So, hope to see you all next time, folks. Take care, everyone.